Hey there, Papa's Posse. Don't forget about that QR code. Take you to my eBay, YouTube, and Instagram page. Welcome back, everyone. Once again, it's time for Papa's Comic Books, Coffee, and more. And today we have Silver Surfer number 14 from 1988. This book is by Steve Englehart and Joe Staton. Title of the story, Silver Mirrors. Now, before we begin, don't forget, this book and others are available on my eBay page, Papa's-Comic-Books. Please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Here we go. Silver Surfers. So the stories were true. Who are you? I am the Silver Surfer. Who are you? Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Silverado, he looks just like you. No wonder the Kree thought you'd attack the worlds. But looking like me isn't enough, Nona. Somehow he must have great power as well. I invite you to test my power if you dare. If I dare? I am the one and only Silver Surfer. Galactus stole my liberty, but now no one steals my individuality. So say we all. Only one of us is leaving this world. That is individuality. Who are you? Who? I'm your master. I don't know who's who in this fight. Oh no. Oh, bang, bang, bing, bang, boom. Surfer, let me help you. Stay out of this. This is my soul. I agree. What's going on? Oh no. Who the heck is that? And they fight, and they fight, and they back at a bing and a boom. To me, my board. To me, my board. Oh no, and they're still fighting, and they're going back and forth. Oh my, what is going on? Bam. Who's going to win this one? No, now we know. Now the universe knows. The true Silver Surfer. Surfer? But we must still learn the source of the incredible energies. Somehow he was almost as powerful as I. And no one but you or another herald of Galactus should possess such might. Surfer, is it really you? Ah, I see what you mean. Well, we wear no clothing, so there are no fibers to test. I suppose you'll have to test my body, the DNA, the RNA. Can I do that? Your skin is practically impenetrable. If a herald of Galactus who flames with power like a sun can't manage a former herald whose respectfully polished skin absorbs the magnetic spectrum for his power, there are very few others who can. That's true, but using my power on you now, on top of the beating you suffered, even if it was less than he suffered, could be very dangerous. I don't mind. You have to know if you can trust me or not. First, I'll see if I can learn anything from him. He's alive, if that matters to you. Of course it matters. I wanted to prove who I was, not adopt a new role as murderer. Once he was down, I stepped away. When he recovers, he can come after you. I don't see that as I have an alternative. I'll fight him again if I have to, but first he'd have to be completely insane to fight another losing battle. And second, I hope we find and eliminate the source of the power before such an event can occur. You sound like him. I am he. Yeah, you do sound like him. But I think I'll keep my distance until I am absolutely sure Thomas Horton Ray didn't raise any dumb daughter. Not in Brookline. You mean Brooklyn? To me, my board. Where do you think this power is coming from? Well, my best guess, and that's all it is at this time it is that he's a Skrull. That would explain how he could look like you, but Skrulls only change their shapes, not their powers. Yes, but if he'd been surgically altered, implanted with a power receptor, changing his shape afterward would hide all trace of it. That's true. So, the so-called Super Skrull was bionically rebuilt to have the Fantastic Four's power before he was destroyed in Alpha 10. If another scroll were rebuilt, it would have to have been done a while ago before they lost their ability to change shape. The scrolls were always warlike, even before they launched their war against the Kree. But until recently, you were trapped on Earth. Why would they want a duplicate of a prisoner? Space is infinite. How many worlds really knew I was imprisoned? In any event, as I say, it's only an initial theory. Meanwhile, it's another that you'll accompany me on this quest. Well, I do have to get back to Earth fairly soon. You mean Galactus? But go ahead, test me however you want. The problem must be solved one way or another. Wait, the energy of the track just pulsed. I didn't feel it, but then I wasn't created to be a tracker. You are. It's being altered, as if to disguise it from my senses. From that direction. And she goes there and blocks it. It was fake. Just a fake Earth woman. A scroll. Dun, da, da, dun, da, da. Here we go. Even with the sneak shot, you can't do any more than stun me, scroll. Perhaps not, but that gives me enough time to ensnare you in a refraction matrix and negate your cosmic might. Your energy cannot transcend the barrier. Who are you? Exactly who I theorized I might be. Of course, what could be more plausible than the truth? A scroll? A member of the oldest galactic empire in existence, an empire that threatened with the extinction of a sick jest of fate. We've lost our ability to change shape. We've lost our old empress. We've lost our imperial cohesion. But the spirit that burns with scrolls like me will carry us to the ultimate triumph. I have far more damage to do to the Kree scum as the Silver Surfer, and you and he are therefore infinitely expendable. I suppose you are receiving your power through some implant. Exactly. We've secreted a network of transmission stations and worlds within the sectors I roam, and I don't mind admitting it took all of them to counter the power cosmic inherent in the Surfer. You will appreciate this. Like many great ideas, it began almost by chance. It happened that we Skrulls honored the Kree Captain Mar-Vell because he was our greatest enemy. And when he lay dying on the Centaurian moon of Titan, the old Empress sent an official representative, General Zudario. But being a Skrull, born and bred with the ability to infiltrate the silent, she sent me, undercover, to pick up whatever I could from the many heroes who were also paying their respects to the captain. I took the form of a hero unlikely to come himself due to the extreme unimportance of Earth, hero called Devil Slayer. Imagine my astonishment when Devil Slayer came. Forced to act swiftly, I chose to take the form of one being I knew could not appear, the imprisoned Silver Surfer. All went smoothly. Everyone was so absorbed in the somber purpose of their visit. There was none of the socializing which usually marks such gathering. A few of them, the Thing, Tigra, asked what I was doing there, and I simply told them Galactus had freed me. By the time they learned differently, I was well away from there. And since nobody else is going to explain it, but it noted that the next time the real Silver Surfer was seen on Earth in Avengers Annual 11, he was transported to Defender headquarters by a cosmic being, and the heroes assumed he'd be brought from space. But as I said earlier, relatively few words knew of the Surfer's imprisonment, and he was so useful a figure I decided to continue the deception. I endured the surgical alterations needed, but later, like all Skrulls, I was trapped in the form I was using when the genetics bomb exploded. Oh no. Once war with the Kree broke out, I became Emperor Karza's most effective weapon. Karza, that's an emperor I haven't heard about. There are 5 who claim the title. He's the one I chose to follow. He's the one to whom I deliver you, the one who'll decide your fate. I'll bet that you won't be a real tough decision. Listen, Skrull, whatever your name is, Bartak. Bartak, the Surfer and I had agreed with the Kree leader to stay out of your war. I can make the same deal with you. I doubt it. since I intend to continue to cast blame on the surfer for my actions. No, Nova, through no fault of your own. You've been caught up in forces beyond even your control. That's nothing that will happen to you once Galactus finds out what you've done with me. Again, no, there will be no revenge for your passing, because no outsider will ever know it occurred. All has been accounted for. My triumph is complete. Not this time. Oh no. I am Ronan the Accuser. After my defeat at your hands, I analyzed your energies and my weaknesses. Then I enhanced my form so I would not meet defeat a second time. I am Ronan. And in the name of the Imperial Kree, I accuse you, Silver Surfer. Oh no. Silver Surfer, you think? Well, what does it matter? Don't fear, you Kree scum. You should. Shoo, bang, boom, they fight, and oh no, Ronan, your power beyond anything. And now you die, Surfer. Wait, you made a mistake. I am a Oh no, what good would it do to tell you I die anyway? But this way even, now you fail. End it, Kree. Boom. You may go, woman. As before, you are not accused. But, okay, I'm gone. And she leaves, knowing that wasn't really the Silver Surfer that got killed. You. Thanks to you. I didn't know you were the real one, but when I knelt by you, I thought since I didn't know, I ought to not let you die. The infusion of your solar energy brought me back to consciousness much sooner than would otherwise have been the case. I guess Bartek figured he'd have distracted and captured me before you came to, Nova. What was that? You don't know? I know, but I thought you owed your allegiance to me, Mantis, or something. I owe a lot to Mantis, Nova, and the ability to do this, I owe her most of all. You've helped me twice now. And she taught me the prime attribute of your Earth people, the expression of emotions. What the blank is that? That's going down by the Sutter place. Good Lord. It's dead, is what it is. Watch it, Jackson. It's making a run for it. We ain't been out coon hunting. We ain't been hunting coon in these woods all our lives for nothing. He's running out of cover, Slim. God, by God. Agent Krat will not fail. It is done. I die, but the deaths of all oppose us are assured, and Earth dies first. That's strange. That was Silver Surfer number 14 from 1988. I hope you enjoyed that little reading. Don't forget, this book and others are available on my eBay page, Papa's-Comic-Books, okay? Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, okay? And as Papa, the Silver Surfer, and Galactus and Ronan always say...
That was easy.
Until next time, Papa is out.